live. Who wants to go ahead and review what happened last week?
I shall, since my notes are telling me more than my brain. We had arrived on dock, and after delivering our cargo and settling our debts, we found some money. We also found something worth spending it on, and didn't have enough. So we started scrounging around for jobs. Someone did a really good job, Donovan, of finding them. And we all kind of agreed on our top three. And we're going to send the new party out just to see how they mesh together and,
The
learn.
Expendables. We're sending the Expendables. I
Very
mean,
well. Now you get your wish. You can die every day. Okay.
Carry on.
So, our quest is to rescue the Lady Errant from the orcs of Nulbundush Mountains. Unfortunately, some of our data has pointed out to, they kind of know where the orcs come from, the mountains, but they don't know where they're located. The clan has never been found, so no one's ever, launched an assault against it, etc. The ambush period was earlier this month, and so we talked it over after trying to figure out how we're going to get out there in a timely manner and whatnot. So we found a coach who could take us, including the tree, all the way out there. And it won't wait around. We'll call for pickup, presumably, on our way out. Did I miss anything, guys?
Nope.
My cat's hungry.
Apparently you missed that fact.
Yeah.
So Ryan is here through his animal spirit, but not actually.
Basically.
Yeah. Sleeping on the job.
Since no one has the character sheet, which is part of why I want to edit the table and get the character sheets on the table, we'll just drop Hestra out for the time being.
Okay.
And so...
Which seems very in character for him to just stay in the tree. Or hide.
Would have been nice to have Druid leading us through the mountains. Do we have a ranger? Anybody? Dang it. Well,
Doran certainly feels much better in the urban environments.
Group strides forward and studies the terrain for search for orc tracks.
Survival check.
You see the big tree apparently sniffing at the ground. Also probably talking to the trees nearby. Oh, crap.
You belong here, Owly. Go back to your own planet.
8. Okay.
Obviously, if he's talking to trees, you get in a bunch of mouthy trees or something with that kind of a roll.
Yeah, well, I don't think the trees can maybe tell me that much. They could, help me fight, but... yeah. Anyone else?
Squeak don't have survival. Squeaks is certainly not. enabled in that way.
Iron Group looks around. Are there any animals nearby?
So,
I mean, anyone with high wisdom would also be useful.
Doran goes up to the big tree and pats him on one of his branches. Say, "Well, do you find anything, big guy?"
You see the shrug? Interesting. Let me try to translate that. I'm gonna call that a performance check. An 11, probably good enough. I shrug.
You don't know if you found anything.
I am Group.
Yeah, whatever. Why'd I agree to this again? Ah, yes, the lady.
Because your heart leads you astray.
What do you know about my love life?
You were speaking with Nersil about it on the ship.
You know, I'm beginning to regret more and more being saved, but carry on. Let's hurry up and get this over with so I can get back to town. Oh, by the way, Squeaks, since you are kind of our lifeline out here, just make absolutely sure you don't use up all of your spell slots. That's how that thing works, right?
This is actually an ability I can do endlessly. Aren't you so happy about that? I can speak to you all day.
The big one, the long distance one. That was our plan, right?
Oh, I can do that one fairly often.
Anyway, Doran will do a survival check since it appears the group hasn't found anything.
Just to specify, I can do it twice a long rest. Unless it is ritual, which you'll have to look, because I can't remember.
Doran
No.
rolled 19 on survival.
Nice.
He's not trained in it, but it's like... Okay, carry on. Did Doran find anything?
Potentially, give me just a second here. I'm trying to get this thing to work.
I should switch to Spelljammer channel to see if Arlith has said anything, which Arlith has not. That's fair.
Let's see, beat him today, yeah. That's it. So, you are, after some time, able to find some very faint tracks that lead up a kind of craggy passageway into the mountains. And looking around, there's a number of these paths that go up, but the most recent one is the trail you find.
Hey guys, I found something.
Yes?
Group?
See these tracks? They're pretty faint, but those kind of look orc-like.
I am Group. I stomp through forward.
Do you concur, group? I guess that's a yes. And Doran, thinks to himself, "Is like, man, I'm glad that the group looks like he knows what he's doing, because I don't know what an orc trek looks like."
Consulting with Iron Group through Squeaks, you are able to confirm that yes, it is work tracks. They're or likely to be. They're fairly close to the size of humans, and since they tend to wear
Right.
boots, the boot print is bigger than standard human, so large humanoid
Right.
should specify, therefore, potentially orc with the information given.
Right.
So, yeah.
Anyway, group, now that you've seen this, I assume you can lead on, good sir. And Doran tries to pat the same branch, kind of get him going.
Do you want a different check, or should I just pretend like I know what I'm doing?
It's up to you. How do you want to try to find it? You guys just want to follow it for a bit and see if you can keep following it, or you want to... What route do you plan to endeavor to seek your
Perception,
clarity?
what do I see? 19. Or investigation. I guess that'd be an investigation, which is at -1. 14. What do the tracks look like?
The track looks like very worn boot tracks leading up the mountain.
Huh? Up the mountain, that's where I'm supposed to go. Sound good to me. Keep in mind, Doran, I have 8 intelligence.
Doran knows you're big and strong and wants you to go first.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, after all, any creature that could beat him must be pretty strong, and definitely wants that person or thing out first.
Yeah. Okay.
So, onward you all head up the mountains. What is everyone
Did
doing?
we find a
during
level of
this?
Zelda dungeon?
I'm sorry, what?
I'm just asking who's doing what during this trek.
Doran's keeping a lookout.
I would be trying to track the actual footprints as much as possible.
Doran's trying to make sure they don't get ambushed. Trying to spot sentries before they spot him.
Okay.
He's not trying to be particularly stealthy because he doesn't think a big giant's tree is going to be particularly stealthy.
Also, I need to be alerted if any trees appear to be abnormally damaged or cut down or something in an area I pass through.
Okay.
That would be... my attention would be drawn to such a thing.
Okay.
And fire.
Give me just a
Say.
moment. Go ahead and discuss who's kind of performing which task for this adventure, and I will be right back. I need to take care of one thing.
Okay. By which task, he's talking about some rules that some of you don't know about, right? I'm not sure how much he's trying to do the wilderness exploration rules or not at this moment. So... do you guys remember how far away or in the mountains maybe the orcs might be? We might have to go a while.
I think even that's unknown at this point.
Yeah. We don't need to worry about foraging because we're going to have enough food, presumably.
Yeah. All we knew is we didn't want to storm up in a ship.
Yeah, what was it? Freyan? What was your alternate character?
Yeah, Freyan's my alternate. I've been reading up on sneak attack and crossbow expert, just so it's all fresh.
But I can't even remember what it was though. I mean, what time it was.
Rogue.
Oh, hey, we got that rogue we were doing.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got 2 rogues in this little 5-man band.
I'm nice and sneaky. And I can climb with no extra movement costs.
Huh.
Yee.
I have a feeling we're going to have several party members like that, too.
I'm proficient at climbing. However, tracking is not my thing.
Are you proficient at climbing, or do you have a climbing speed?
I have a climbing speed.
Okay. Yes, we're all running D team today. Okay. So, would you just be walking down the forest track? Or what would you be doing while we...
I mean, I can try and track, but I am -1 on tracking for wisdom. I'm at 9 wisdom. I'm not proficient in tracking in survival.
Doran would be trying to keep a lookout. If that's kind of what you're referring to.
Gonna need a lookout.
I mean, I can stealth up ahead with Doran. We can be scouts.
Do you want to scout ahead? That'd be a
Sure.
good idea.
Sure.
By itself.
I mean,
Do we
you might
need to
not see
slow-
me, but
What was that?
you might not see me when I'm stealthing ahead.
I was gonna say if you got good skill, yeah, go on.
Because stealth is dex based. So it's a +6 for me.
Be right back.
What'd you put your things of expertise in? Just out of curiosity.
For the archetype.
As a rogue, you get expertise in 2 skills of your choice, in which that means double proficiency bonus at level 1.
I may not have picked those. I've got acrobatics, perception, persuasion, sleight of hand, stealth is just the normal 5 skills.
At first level, choose 2 of your skill proficiencies or 1 of your skill proficiencies and your proficiency with thieves' tools. Your proficiency bonus is doubled for any ability checks you make with that uses either of the chosen proficiencies.
Well, I did put thieves' tools on my equipment and efficiencies.
You're proficient in that, but you get to choose 2 things to be expert, even further expertise in which it gets double your proficiency bonus.
Oh.
Like, I put my expertise in persuasion and perception. So my wisdom score is only +1, but I've got +7 to perception.
I'm back.
You know, how does this work?
I imagine I'll put it in sleight of hand and stealth because that fits my background.
That's fair. So in that case, your stealth would be, since your dex sounds like it's 16.
17, but it's +3, so
17.
it'd be +9 stealth.
Right. And my stealth's +7 because I've got
Nice.
18 dex, but I did not put my expertise in it. I'm sneaky, but I'm not. That's not Doran's style to be too sneaky.
So, gentlemen, I have returned. So, what, pray tell, is the plan?
I'm scouting ahead while they're trying to find tracks.
Okay, I heard both of you kind of speak. I want to make sure I got it correct. Can we say that one more time?
I'm going to scout ahead stealthily while they check for tracks because
Okay.
they're not doing so hot on track checking.
Am I going with them? Did we
Okay, if
decide
you
I was
want.
going with you?
You're either going to be a lookout or come with me.
I was going to suggest one of me go with.
Mr. Spelljammer's not going to stealth ahead with me.
Okay, so... Door... Freyan is going to go scouting ahead, stealthing. Is Doran going with her or not?
And Dorn will go with her.
Of course you would.
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing.
Okay, then let's get a stealth check from each of you.
A nice and low 18.
I'll roll this dice thing. 20.
Okay, so a 20 and you said an 18?
Yeah.
Okay.
I rolled a 9.
You know, most things, if you roll a 9 on die, you end up with like an 11.
Right?
Oh, that's funny. Give me a second here. I'm trying to quickly find the designated creature so I can get the proper modifier. I don't like fudging things if I can actually get the actual value. Because I don't like going back and having to change it. I'd rather take a few extra moments. Alright, so... Yeah, okay, so we're good. On that, that would happen. So we need one other thing.
I see that natural 20, Mr. GM.
I don't know what you're talking about. So there we go. Would either of you care to do a perception check?
Dorn will be perceiving of the things. He's supposed to be good at this. That's still 14. Still not horrible-ish.
Oh, that's you rolling. Oh, nice lag here.
What did you get, Jonathan? Technically, Fran.
8.
That's great.
I'm being thoroughly annoyed by Doran. I don't know why I agreed to this.
Alright.
Agreed to let me go with you.
Yep. I'm used to scouting alone. All I hear is every twig branch that you make.
My stealth was higher than yours. That's a lot of dice.
It is.
It's just a fireball. Don't worry about it.
That's fair. It's okay, I've still got Cleoc.
And which
Yeah,
one do you
Jonathan's
like?
got more
which one do you
health
like
than
more?
Fran does.
Well, my one experience with Doran, or most vivid experience with Doran, is getting my ass kicked, butt kicked by a tree barbarian. And then getting basically all but mind controlled by, even though Doran doesn't know this, all but mind controlled by a weird, like, bright-eyed human-ish person. Who's not human, but...
Not that I haven't been eager to get Fran in combat, but I just upgraded all my guns for Jonathan, and have a lot more damage output and a higher hit chance.
The thing about it is that Cleoc, or monks in general, I feel like peak really dang early.
Especially with one with such a short lifespan.
Oh, absolutely. Cleoc's a grumpy middle-aged man at this point. He's about to hit his midlife crisis. Okay, maybe not quite that bad.
All right. So,
I thought you already had it.
you thought I was what?
We're talking about Cleoc's
I thought
age.
Cleoc already had it.
Yeah.
This is midlife crisis.
Cleoc's probably 11 at this point in his... So he's still got...
Mostly dead.
At least he's not all dead.
Yep.
By the time Cleoc, if he lives long enough to get his monk perk that he can no longer feel the effects of aging or be magically aged, he'll die of old age anyway.
Yeah, that's pretty close to true.
I'm glad I'm not the only one with 2 monitors.
Okay. So,
Good old, that's Miracle Max, right?
Yep. Yep.
yeah.
Classic.
Oh. All dead, or mostly. All
That
right,
lightning
so
bolt.
here's the interesting thing. With what you rolled, I'm trying to figure out the best way to make something that happens happen. So that's why I'm stalling a little bit. It's not, I'm trying to figure out the best way to work it.
Here's the funny thing, Friggin, is that they didn't find us, they found the companions we left. We both snuck by each other, but we didn't see we each did not see each other, but they found the big tree that's making all the noise.
Yeah, a roving party found them. Did we tell them how long we were going to go scout before we came back?
I don't believe so.
No, we did not.
In group.
It's okay. With all the people that are alone are the tree that can't speak with anyone except the mouse. The mouse that can only speak to one person at a time, and the pair of people who weirdly talk to themselves a whole bunch without having to talk.
Yeah, but for low intelligent opponents, a creature that can speak into your mind could be quite intimidating.
I would like to think that if our big tree gets in combat, he's going to make enough loud noises that it's going to alert
Guys,
us.
I
So-
seriously hope we get in combat in a forest.
Why?
Because I'm a treant.
And?
The mountain shakes with I am group.
I may communicate with plants and gain their aid.
Well, that's a
They
little bit...
can't move, but their arms could reach out and restrain enemies of mine.
So,
You could theoretically throw an apple.
this lovely event of Doran and Freyan, is there any other communication, getting to know each other you want to bring up?
Absolutely not.
Since Doran actually hasn't tried to talk with Freyan on the ship, may try and whisper, it's like, so, what do you think about this little situation we got ourselves in?
I think it's a shame that you weren't left at the ship.
Ooh.
So friendly.
We really need to work on your manners, young lady. But don't worry, they all come around soon enough.
Aw, do you need a hug?
Wow! Nice. At that, you stumble into a remains of a burnt camp. You kind of walk past it. It's off to the side. Desolate, nothing there. And so you continue on. I am group. You notice some felled trees off to the side that there's a bit of smoke coming up from the campsite a little bit. Not enough to catch most people's attention since it's been out for quite a while, but it's more you're seeing the feeling of the trees that were there that have been burnt.
Ooh. I am mad.
The group's
source.
fourth word!
Source.
Yeah.
Source of the tree.
Well, you've seen a number of trees here and there, fairly sparse, but around this little camp area, you see that there's a few stumps not too far away.
Okay, so I wasn't clear about this. Did I, as group, see the camp? Because I thought only Doran and them saw
They
the
passed
camp.
on past it.
Okay.
And you guys are, and the rest of the group now is there.
But the camp is old.
Fairly. No one really inspected it.
Yeah.
It looks on. There's no one there.
Nice.
How old and where did they go?
What is your survival check?
18.
Okay, that'd tell you where they went. It looks like they headed up the mountain further along the trail. And now I need an investigation to see how well you can interpret the actual age of the cinders.
8.
Yeah, you're not sure how long it's been.
Okay.
And at that,
I
I actually need to have initiative rolled
Bye.
by everyone who's in the second group, and probably in the first group, since you guys might want to double back.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Stuff and things.
Now you run 2 simultaneous combats. What?
Not necessarily.
We don't have to run them simultaneous.
What do you mean?
We're all on the same initiative order in case we end up having to. The sounds of combat make one of us double back or move forward depending on who's actually getting caught.
Oh, sorry. I misunderstood you. I thought you meant our other characters on the ship need to
No.
roll initiative.
Ha!
You see? Looks like a person to me.
Well, I'm doing it kind of quick.
And now you know Doran's cheating on initiative.
Doran, you should.
Swashbucklers get to add that charisma mod to their initiative.
What'd you get?
The Doran's initiative is 25.
So do you go first? Do I go first? I roll a nat 20 and
So you're 23.
I think that's Dex, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Should save that for your sneak attacks.
Right? I think that's the first nat 20 I've rolled with these dice at all.
You heard that.
Any more initiatives?
Yes. So that is a 14 for Squeaks.
No. Say Doran 25. Fran 23. Squeaks is 14.
And they have 13.
Group. Arlith and yeah, I think that's it.
All right, so there we
Mr.
are.
Group, what is your initiative score?
5.
5. Arlith, what is your initiative?
And slower to the tree.
4.
All right, 4. Best initiative of everyone. You go first if we were going up. All right, so I am Group. As you're investigating the campsite and Aerolith and Squeak are nearby, you hear a roar of orcs. And there's this little spot in the rocks where there's a little bit of a cave that's kind of blocked by the rock face. And you see the rock get knocked over. And a bunch of orcs come storming out. Not Aerolith, Doran and Fran, let me get a perception check from you two. Or tell me what your passive perception is. It'd probably be more accurate.
Passive perception is, I believe passive perception is basically 10 plus your perception mod.
Yes.
17.
Okay.
Wow.
I'm expertise in perception.
Fran?
Which happened to be better than my actual perception roll.
Yep.
What's your passive?
Yeah. -1.
Your passive perception
Yeah.
is -1?
So it's just wisdom, right? So it's 9.
No, it's
Yeah.
wisdom plus 10 plus if you're proficient in it, your proficiency. So if you have 8 wisdom, then your passive perception would be 9 if you're untrained.
I am not following. I'm referring to.
Okay, well, let me know. Doran, Cleoc, go ahead and roll me a d4.
Okay.
A D4.
It's 12.
4.
Okay,
It's 10 plus 3 minus 1.
so Doran, you hear this, and Fran doesn't quite hear it, but you hear the roar of orcs. I don't know if you know they're orcs or not, but combat in a guttural tone.
Hey, hold up. Did you hear that?
They rolled crappy on their perception to see you, and you rolled crappy on your perception to see them. So,
I'm pretty sure I heard something back from the campsite. Or back in that direction.
Alright, let's double back, but do it quietly.
Well,
right.
duh.
So you two shall arrive in a few turns.
I'm pretty sure that's what that D4 was for, and I wanted to roll a 1.
You know,
But,
maybe. So you two are on your way back, and so Squeaks is up. Group, what is that? Those things? They look angry.
Group is surprised!
Apparently, Group's not replying.
What do you mean? I'm not surprised. Or, I'm not immune to surprise yet, huh?
No,
No.
but Squeak asked you something, he didn't reply. I believe
Sorry.
that is what he was referring to.
Yes, I was trying to make a joke.
I thought so.
Can
Squeak
you
was-
try again? I didn't understand.
Squeak asked what those things were.
Is they a threat or not?
Yes. They burned the forest down. And the humans, too.
And so, let us see here. Just trying to verify one thing here. Okay, so the lead individual shall take damage.
Magic missile! Go!
Why did I roll d6s?
Because that's what magic missile is for you, right?
Yep, because he's a magic missile specialist. His only combat ability. Well, combat spell, like damage spell. And Squeaky's going to move back away. And so, that's it.
Luckily, no one's going to target you.
Next up is the orcs. Airlift, are you good with your positioning, or do you want to move where your bodies are?
I see that all of these orcs, or whatever they are, I assume they're orcs, have axes. So that means they get advantage on group, right?
Not exactly.
What is your AC group and
18.
Aerolith?
What?
Group is not raging yet.
You both have 18?
Yeah, I do.
Is Arliss 18? I can't even remember what it was from the mock combat we had.
So, 3 hits on the big tree.
Arr!
32 slashing damage.
Ouch.
Yeah.
That sounds familiar.
Doran does piercing damage, sir.
You
And
did 32 before I raged.
just to confirm, Aerolith is what for AC?
15.
Oh, 15. This will be interesting. Rolled much lower, so 2 hit. And let's see, it'd be 1 on each body. So you got 6 damage on one body and 5 damage on the other. And group is now up.
All right. Rage. And
Hey, hold on a second. Can't I use my counter attack?
Is what? Oh,
If
you're
one
doing a
airlift
straight
gets
back.
hit,
Okay.
the other one can counter, I guess,
Okay.
if within range.
I get a free attack.
Okay.
Attack the other one with the attack the free.
Which one did you roll? Oh, that was group that rolled that. Okay, group, what
I
did you
rolled,
roll?
yeah. I'm rolling to attack
Mm-hmm. I got that.
target. Okay.
Yep.
And my second attack, I assume a 17 hits.
Yep.
My third attack will hit. Okay. No crits.
Isn't that sad?
Reckless. You're so
Airlift,
reckless, group.
What did you
It's
get?
the
for
only way
your
to play.
hit?
Were you doing that against me? I can't remember.
31 damage on the orc.
Okay. That one had that. Let me see what you actually got for each. So you have a mod of 3?
So 12
Or
damage,
you have a
10
mod of
damage,
4?
9. First hit was 12
I
damage,
have a
second
mod
hit
of
was 10 damage.
5.
You have
A mod of
And-
5?
Yes, but my last hit doesn't get the mod applied, so it's a mod of 2.
Okay.
So it's +5, +5, +2
Okay.
with D8s.
It matters.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to specify.
So 13, 11, and 7.
Yeah.
And with that, I am group decapitates 2.
Wow. Thank you, sir.
Probably more just caved in their heads, but you know.
Yeah.
I didn't think you would keep pulverizing a dead corpse, so I figured
No.
you'd move your 2
No.
attacks to the next one.
No, the first attack pulverized it, the second attack was to grab it, and the third attack was to club his buddy with him.
Okay. Next.
That would be Aerolith. And I never did hear what Aerolith's reaction attack was.
So each of my bodies got damaged, right?
Both of them got
Correct.
damaged, yes.
One gets damaged, the other one gets a free attack.
Right, you get 1 free attack using your reaction. What was that attack?
I get 2 reactions.
And then, let's see.
That's from the reaction.
It was what?
See what I typed?
Yep, I saw it. Alright, so now it's your turn.
No, that's my reaction.
Yeah, but it's your turn.
Oh, okay, I saw. I'll just attack again with the broadsword.
Okay.
The longsword.
This raid, I think they're going to be cleaned up before Freyan and Doran get back.
In the hit.
I mean, I rolled a 1 on that D4. I rolled a... I rolled a 4.
It happens.
Okay, the fourth attack hit. Second one does not. That's 16.
Cannot quite make out what you said. Okay.
That's it for me.
Okay, and that's your full turn. It's just you only hit 1 for 6 damage.
Yeah.
Okay. Just wanting to verify. Okay. Doran and Freyan continue to run quietly back to the group.
I heard you step on that twig. Be
And
quiet.
you've heard, I am group.
That's pretty good.
So, back to the top. I guess that would mean Squeak again, since you guys are still out of the ways. I am group. You may pick an orc on the table to be hit. Do you want the one that Aerolith has damaged.
Target one that
one of the others.
target a damaged one.
Min damage.
Wah, wah.
Well, at least it's a guaranteed 4 force damage.
Keep in mind you will not have advantage to attack group.
Yes, when it's their turn. Let me see here. All right. So that one took a nice hit of 4 damage, and now it's their turn. And you said they have advantage, so let's see what they do. Look at those rolls.
Nice roll, sir.
Oh, look at those rolls. All right. Well, Frayne got hit by one, or not Frayne. Aerolith got hit by one. And Aerolith, that one. I'm not sure if you did which one is A, which one's B for you, but she took 15 damage.
Ouch.
The one on top is on.
The one on the bottom of the screen that has the 2 orcs on her. Which means the other one can hit. Well, I shouldn't say hit. Can attack.
Well, I was gonna say, if I had a higher AC, would that damage not happen?
Depends on how high of a higher AC.
I can use a reaction to raise my AC by 2. Using my auto carry.
What's your AC now? You said 15? You may or may not. Let's say it that way. If you want to use your reaction to boost your AC, I need to know what your AC is. If you want to use your reaction to hit, you can do that.
I'm gonna risk it and raise my AC by 2.
Okay. What's your AC total?
It would be 17 if it was 15 and he raised it by 2.
Okay. I thought that's what it was. I just wanted to confirm. Is that the case, Aerolith? It would be 17 armor? I didn't quite hear you, sorry. Okay, yes. Okay, great. Then, yeah, that avoided the damage. And it is now group's turn.
Right. So are you telling me that these bimbos whiffed and did not hit me?
They whiffed and did not hit you. They rolled an 8, a 9, and a 7, and a 6 for their 2 attacks with advantage.
Nice.
That's why I laughed when it happened and pointed it out, because, yeah, they totally whiffed.
Well, that's 1 dead orc. That's 2 dead orcs. And that's 2 dead orcs.
Keep in mind,
we'll just see.
these have not been damaged, so it depends on how well he rolls.
Oh. So
Case in
the way
point.
that works is 6, 6, 7.
Okay. And
I mean, only 1 dead orc. Only 1 dead orc.
Okay.
Maybe.
And you would have to move to reach one that's been damaged.
I would
So,
start, yeah.
Yeah,
with
one
mine.
dead, one damaged. Airless, you are now up.
I'm gonna use. Are these two right next to each other? The
They
one
are right next
right
to each
above me?
other.
I hit both of them with my breath attack.
You're what?
5 foot radius.
Did you make that out, Cleok or Cookie? I couldn't quite hear what he said.
I
Dragon
did
Breath.
not.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. You can attempt that. They're right next to each other. So, let us see what you get. So what's the save? Or is it you attack? Because it's usually Dragon Breath stuff is a save.
The deck save.
Dex save? DC?
What's the DC?
Uh, yeah, okay.
Can you type it?
Okay, so your DC... Is your DC 15 or 15 plus 2?
Oh, it's 15. The first two was a modifier. I don't know why I
Okay.
wrote it.
So that would mean they need to roll a DC 15 Dex save or take half damage. What do you mean you rolled a nat 20?
He rolled the damage, and it was a nat 20, so he doubled his damage.
But
Right?
it's a...
So that's what I was going to ask. I was supposed to do that over.
Okay, but Dragon Breath is a save, not a attack.
Yeah, so he
Most of the
shouldn't
time.
roll in the...
Right.
So that's a rated 20 then. Okay. 10 damage.
So let me see what they get on their Dex save. And oof, they both saved. So they take 5 damage apiece. Let's see here, I think that may still do away with one. Okay, yeah, that was just enough to take out one of them. But they both saved, so they only took partial damage. Is that your full turn, Aerolith?
No. The other body still gets an attack at disadvantage. So
Okay. Do you want to attack the damaged one or the undamaged one?
the damage one, Dragon Breath again. Really?
What's up?
Got 4 damage on the second attack. Damage
Okay.
level.
All right. So back to the top of the round.
Fran, I think we may need to pick up the pace, because if that mouse dies, our quick ride home goes away.
It is true.
The others do seem attached to the mouse.
I mean, that's the wizard that phones the ship, unless you can do it.
Nope.
Anyway, carry on with the next round.
And so Squeaks went ahead and blasted one, and it went down. And so they are now up. And one of Aerolith got hit. And that's 13 damage to the top one.
I'm gonna try to raise my AC to kill it.
Okay. So you want to use your reaction to raise your AC, and that raises it to 17. They rolled a 17 on the die. So it still hits. And so that was their turn, so I am group is now up.
Sorry, I was trying to do some number math.
Yeah, I see that. It's alright.
Okay.
I appreciate you
Assault
working on that.
the beast that is still standing.
There's 2 standing, but there's one closest to you.
Yes, the one closest.
And that one's actually undamaged. We'll see how long that lasts for.
Well, that's 2 hits. And a miss. Oh, man.
Well, does an 11 hit?
It does not.
Okay. Well, that's fine. At least the first 2 were hits.
Correct.
Alright. 7 and 12. Probably enough to take
Yep.
one out.
And so there's one lonely one left.
I'm gonna go ahead and move to miss it.
Aerolith, let's see if you can take this one out before Frayne and Doran get back.
Yeah, I'm going back to use my store.
You know what, Doran? I think they'll be fine on their own.
I can't believe I got another that.
Well, I must admit the group is quite good at smashing things, and he certainly sounds like he's smashing things. But
Yeah, you keep hearing.
But I don't want that mouse to get squashed while it's in its branches.
We should also make sure he's squashing the right things.
That would be good. I'll hope that our companions aren't paste. Especially the mouse. Because, yeah, I'll be ready to get back as soon as possible after we finish up here.
So what was your attack and
I'm high from it.
potentially damage?
I'm trying to figure out what to do. Okay, I see. $17.
You said how much? 17. Okay. Well, that'll do it. The final orc lays slain at your feet. And Frayne and Doran arrive to see 8 slain orcs laying around the campsite.
Well, I see you've had some fun. You didn't even invite us. We were just about to come back and report, and which we heard, sounds of combat. We came back as quickly as we could.
Well, we didn't see anyone.
We were about to report that, we found this campsite.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like it's taken care of now. Do you want to press on or set up camp?
What time is it? Of day?
It's late afternoon. So you could press a little forward if you want to kind of push it to your limit, or you can hold off and press on the next morning, potentially.
So where did these guys come from?
I'm gonna have to do it this way.
You point towards the open cave.
No,
Oh.
I have to roll a performance check. This is how I'm gonna play him, okay?
That's fair.
This is a player choice on how to do it, which
A 4. I wave my arms wildly in a circular direction. I am group.
Squeaks, Arlith, where did the orcs come from?
Look at the hole in the cliff. It's called a cave.
Doran's going to take a peek inside the cave and see if there are any more potential combatants.
Okay. After a bit of looking in there, it is devoid. There was some furs and stuff that are kind of thrown down as basic accoutrement to provide slight creature comforts for these orcs. But you see they had a rock that they basically cut out and pulled away to make the door, and that way they can kind of hide back there.
This explains why we didn't see them.
You do not see any more orcs, Fran, at the current time.
So group, Arlith, are you all... Squeaks, are you okay? As I see Arlith probably bleeding from various wounds and having 3 axes stuck in group.
Yeah, group is not looking great. Hey, group.
I'm alright. I believe the other 2 took some substantial pain.
Well, I'm glad you're very much alright, Squeaks.
Group, how are you doing? Should I convey your message to Doran?
As I see the axes sticking out of him. At least these orcs are smarter than I've given them credit for, using axes against a treant.
Group says, hurt.
What's a new word?
I will make absolutely sure I put it down in my translation notebook. This is the if you know group is like 7 O's in group. That's he's hurt.
There you go. Group. The number of O's tells you how much damage he's taken.
Just like the castle of
Precisely.
Taking 6 hit points of damage.
Alright, so, what is the plan, gentlemen? Press on, camp.
So,
The sun is
where's
starting
that
to go
druid?
down.
So where's that cat? Because I've heard the druids are able to patch up wounds. Don't tell me we left them and they snuck off in town or something.
So I'd like to point out, guys, that without solid healing, it's going to be a very difficult journey. We did not bring healing potions.
Yep, let's camp in that cave.
But also, the longer it takes, the longer it will be until we get to our second mission, too.
Yep.
So, Group is not going to give his input here because he doesn't care, but I'd wanted to present that to you guys to make a decision.
Well, I think you guys need to rest up. I mean, we can't rescue maidens. I mean, we need to rescue our fair maiden as soon as possible, but, you know,
We can't
it's
do it if we
kind
die.
of harder to rescue them while you're all dead.
And we don't know how many orcs there are. We know no numbers. We need everyone at full strength.
So are you wanting to spend a day, or you want to press on? So far I've heard
Sounds like they want
probably
to camp.
rests. Okay.
I mean, I missed the time of day. Is it night yet?
No, it's heading towards dusk.
Close enough. We have a campsite with a cave that's defendable area.
Okay.
Well, I'm not sure I want to use the same campsite that the orcs are using to ambush. Considering they know the area better than we do, it seems like just as good a place as any.
Good for a few orcs on spikes.
Oh, that'll go over real well. We should at least dump the bodies in the trees so it's just not in the freaking open campsite in case any more come by.
Okay. Well then, you guys set up camp for the night to make a long rest.
Group has a talk with the trees nearby and tells them to snare any orcs that come around.
The trees are not very much alive. But we will
There are
see.
no-
They're somewhat alive. They're very thin soil, so they don't survive too well up on the cliffs. There's a few of them here and there, but it's not very populous for trees.
Okay. Now we got more of a picture of the terrain together. That's good.
Let me see if I can get you a good image as well.
Ugh, this cave smells terribly. I'm not sure I want to camp out here after all. Ugh.
Group stands outside like a tree. In fact, he pretty much looks like one.
He does look kind of like one. Go ahead and roll a performance check. See how well you can pretend to be a tree. Or a stealth check.
Okay.
You know, they kind of are somewhat interchangeable for you.
7.
Tree's making a bit of noise. But we'll see if it holds.
You see, you need to roll this at disadvantage because every other tree around here is dead.
Well, that might be why I rolled so badly.
Yep.
You know, I could take one of the axes and chop off a couple branches so you can fit in a lot better. Don't look at me like that. I'm joking.
Did you say that aloud?
I did.
Oh no.
Insight.
So?
I believe he meant it.
Don't look at me like that. I'm joking. Honest. Doran
Group-
uses
attempts
a move.
to grapple you.
Group, this isn't the time to fight. Put the grumpy man down so he can sleep. Let him feel better in the morning.
Out of curiosity, an opposed grapple check with a 14.
I beat that.
You slip out of his.
Nice.
Because that's acrobatics or athletics, my choice, if I remember right.
Correct.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah.
So I got 19 on acrobatics. And as group tries to grab me, I definitely duck and roll out of the way, and I just start running out. I'm sorry, group, I didn't mean it! And for what it's worth, I can outrun group.
Nice.
Group believes you. Goes back.
Doran, get back here and go to sleep.
Group feels lonely.
Is he looking kind of glum or what?
As much as a tree can look glum, I guess.
Well, keep in mind he does kind of have a bit of a face on him.
Droopy
Yeah.
branches.
The Doran comes back being pretty grumpy. Then now that even the mouse is kind of, talking, with authority against him. It's like, can't get any respect around here. But very well, Doran will rest and take a watch and all of that good stuff.
Group, are you alright on watch or do you need to rest?
I can watch without rest.
Are you doing okay?
Group can watch all night. And he will.
Okay.
Will he get benefits of a long rest, though? Because
Yes.
we're trying to get...
Yes, he does. It's pretty much as functional as the Warforged. It's inactive but alert for 4 hours. Gives you the rest.
Yep.
That's fair.
So. Let us
Plenty
see.
of time to contemplate my lost friend.
Your lost friend. Who's your lost friend?
Oh. The raccoon. He gave me purpose after they destroyed my forest. But he is lost. To the place where I went. He has not come back.
Group. you to roll a perception check.
$20.
You said 20?
Yes.
Okay. So, the next morning, the long rest happened uneventful.
All right, let's press on.
Okay.
For what that's where I believe full rest is full heal.
It's technically...
That's complicated.
I forget what
you
they were
might as
playing.
well just say yes. It's not far off from that. You expend your hit dice and you recover half of them on a full rest.
Okay. I wasn't sure how we were doing it.
So that's the mechanics, but if you're basically, for most people that ends up being equivalent unless you've already been spending your hit dice. For example, it would have taken three hit dice for me to recover to full.
Yep.
So with a warlock in the party, it also beats things up. A healing warlock.
I was going to say.
We don't have one right now.
Star Warlock. Yes. Star Patron Warlock.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, so. On you press. Do Fred and Doran take the lead on scouting once again?
That was a good plan you guys did. A little unfortunate how it worked out, but I liked it.
They rolled a crit on their stealth.
Yeah.
But they also didn't see the two of them because they didn't roll high enough on their perception.
Otherwise, we would have been the one ambushed.
Yep, it was kind of funny.
Anyway, Dorn will go out in front scouting again, whether Frayne goes with him or not.
Okay. Fran, are you going to join Doran on the scouting?
Sure. Yeah. I'm better at sneaking than I am at scouting.
Don't bother rolling perception to see either of us. You're not
Right.
going to do it.
What'd you get?
27.
Likewise.
Nice.
18 plus 9.
I rolled a nat 20.
We vanish into you know, you think
I'm not going to be shown up by you.
Shh.
What is your perception check?
Perception. Perception's...
The murder experts didn't get a chance.
Really?
Can I use my passive perception? Didn't think so. That's a 9.
Passive when we.
The
No.
passive is more if it's something you aren't looking for versus if you're looking for it.
No, that comes later for rogues, actually, because rogues get a... let's see if I can find it. At level 11, you refine your chosen skills until they approach perfection. Whenever you take an ability check that lets you add your proficiency bonus, which for me would be perception, you can treat a d20 roll of 9 or lower as a 10.
Yeah,
But we're not level 11 yet, so.
it's pretty powerful.
That's a 9 on perception.
All right. Well, anyone say a repeat of yesterday?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Lucky.
Like both of our
A
dice,
9.
when they finish their rolls at the same time, they kind of like paused and like gave us two bad rolls at the same time.
So, after a while, you're able to see a bit of a large cave that has a bit of a man-made or humanoid-made construction in front of it. And quite a few greenish-skinned humanoids posted about.
Well, Freyan, I think we found our encampment. At least a encampment. Still, there's so many of these freaking orcs out here. I don't know if these are the right ones.
You notice that the gates are shut and they are on the lookout, looking around.
Let's make our way back.
Yeah, let's head back before our tree decides to alert the entire camp.
I appear behind Cookie and pat him on the shoulder.
Cookie?
That's quite a trip if you made it all the way back to town.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Jet space? All right. We'd
I didn't
probably
realize you
dock
could
on the
teleport.
ground.
I mean, I figured we were wandering back. We said we're heading back to camp. I
He
guess
said,
if you want to give us...
well, we're making fun of you for saying cookie instead of group.
Yeah.
Thank you. Not used to the bee party.
So,
knock on wood.
I believe yeah, knock on wood, there you go. I believe the rest of the party had actually started traveling towards your location as well, so it wouldn't be all the way back to the camp. Unless that's not the case, in which case, let me know.
I thought our plan was that they would be on the ship and ready to pick us up after.
I meant the rest of the group who is camping.
Ah, yes.
Meaning, I am group Squeaks and Airlift, I believe, were left camp and headed back, was headed out with you guys a ways behind.
Yes. We want to get to them before they accidentally alert more orcs.
Okay. So yes, you are able to do that. You backtrack for about 30-ish minutes. And hold them up kind of in a covered area. And proceed as you see fit.
Hey, hold up, guys. There's a orc encampment up ahead. They got guards posted and stuff. We weren't able to get a good look inside. It's too, no good place to take a good overlook.
Group?
Group, are you okay?
Remember, you can ask
Moves
Squeaks
his
to
legs.
transmit for you.
Group goes over to Squeaks.
What would you like to say, group?
Are there many of the tree destroyers?
to Doran, since Doran's kind of seems to be the spokesperson between him and Fran. Are there many... Group wants to know if there's many of the tree destroyers there.
If you mean orcs, yeah, they're orc encampment.
With a gate, with an outpost.
I am group.
Shh! Not so loud. We're pretty close to them.
I am group.
What do you
Are
want
you
to
still
tell him?
hurt?
Why are we sitting around?
And Squeak goes ahead and relays that to Doran.
Well, we're here to rescue the lady, right? If we just go barging in, who knows what's going to happen to her? We need to have may need to have a plan. See if we can come up with one to give ourselves an advantage.
I am group. Shrugs his shoulders, but you can't tell.
Making fun of our perceptions. Rude.
Making fun of my skill level.
So, what is the plan, gentlemen? You get an encampment of orcs ahead. We're going to need to call that a night pretty soon.
Then again, I don't have any good ideas. Like I said, I couldn't get a good look.
Let's just take out the guys in the turrets and storm the camp. Or the watchtower. We've got good sneak attack.
Seems like as good of an idea as any.
Do you have a ranged weapon?
Pulls out his short bow.
Perfect.
Yeah.
2 sneak attacks at the same time.
That's not low too.
Right out of the watchtower. Then we can help each other over the gate and then open the gate and let everyone else come in.
The daring rescue. I'm looking forward to it. Well, hopefully not, get axes stuck into me like Group did, but
But it could look so attractive. You sure you don't want to try it?
shucks, squeaks.
You know the best part is, you say that to Squeaks and everyone else just looks at you, because no one else knows what was said.
You always is rude.
So Fran, what do you suggest is the best route of attack, since you and Doran were the only ones who saw?
We've begrudgingly decided to continue working together, and we're going to try and take out the sentries from stealth, and then climb over the gate and open it so Group can go do what he does best, and Aerolith as well.
Okay. You guys want to...
Oh, no, I was going to say, we can help you with the thing.
Yeah, let's end and start fresh.
Okay.
So we sneak up to the gate, we'll start the attack next time fresh.
So the plan is to attempt to stealth up or to the other side of the gate and open it to let people in.
Yes.
Okay. This could be very interesting. Full camp of orcs.
And I would like more detail on the approach route next time so that we can basically tell the rest of the party how far back they need to stay to not be seen by the sentries. Because we can probably sneak up pretty well, but the rest of the party not so much.
We're done for the night.
Yeah.
Yep. See you, buddy. Have fun.
I'll give it a go.
Have fun.
Give it a good old college try.
Anytime. chance you want me to bring you your laptop? Or are you just going to go in and get it?
I'm going to go in.
Yeah, it's probably better anyway. I don't know where your laptop is anymore.
It's at Laporte's old desk.
Oh, okay. All right, have fun.
I will try.
Trying to find the image for you so you know where it's at. But we'll see if I'm able to here. Oh well, I'll try to find it for next time. Anyways, so anything else, gentlemen, before we call it an evening?
Good.
Okie dokie. You guys all have a wonderful evening.
Well, dude.
And we'll see what happens next time on this lovely fun adventure.
Yep.